Okay, today we are going to be writing equations in slope-intercept form given 2 points or 2 coordinates. So that means we are not provided a y-intercept and we are not provided a slope. And so we're going to have to find both of those things in order to write our equation in slope-intercept form. So just a reminder, slope-intercept form says y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is the y-intercept. So we're going to need to find m and b in order to write our equation. So for this very first problem, we are provided with 2 points. We have 1, 4 and 6, negative 1. So I'm going to write those over here on the left-hand side. The very first thing we're going to do is find slope. So we have 1, 4 and 6, negative 1. So I'm going to assign those x1, y1, x2, y2, and plug those into my slope formula, which is written right here. So y2, negative 1, minus y1, 4, over x2, 6, minus x1, 1. So we have negative 1 minus 4 over 6 minus 1. Negative 1 minus 4 gives me a negative 5 over 6 minus 1 is 5. So negative 5 over 5 turns into negative 1 over 1, which is just negative 1. So m, our slope, is negative 1. Once I have negative 1, I am going to plug in the slope into slope-intercept form, and I'm going to pick one of the 2 points. It technically does not matter which one it is. It can be either of the 2 points. I'm going to pick the first point, 1, 4. Oops. And I'm going to plug that in for x and y. So I'm going to take 1, 4, and this is x and y. And I'm going to plug in x, and I'm going to plug in y. And m is equal to negative 1, and we're going to plug that in here. So that means my equation turns into, from y equals mx plus b, it's going to turn into y, which is 4, equals m, which is negative 1, times x, which is 1, plus b, because b we don't know yet. We're trying to find b. That's our goal, is to find b. So we're going to solve for b. First, I look at these parentheses. I have negative 1 times a positive 1, which just gives me negative 1 plus b equals 4. And to get b by itself, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. 1 plus 4 is 5, is b. So our y-intercept, or b, is 5. So we can rewrite our equation to say y equals m, which was negative 1, x plus b, which is 5. You don't have to have the 1 there. You could say y equals negative x plus 5, and that's okay as well. Now we're going to do this many times because we want to make sure we get these steps down. So we have another example. I have the points 3, 3, and 1, negative 3. So 3, 3, and 1, negative 3. So you can assign those x1, y1, x2, y2. And we're going to plug those into slope formula. Negative 3 minus 3 over 1 minus 3. And again, I have slope formula written here, so feel free to reference that. You want to make sure you're putting everything in the right order. Negative 3 minus 3 gives us negative 6. Over 1 minus 3 is negative 2. A negative over a negative makes a positive. 6 over 2 turns into 3 over 1, or just 3. So our slope, our m, is 3. And we are going to plug that into slope-intercept form. and I'm going to pick 3, 3 as my point to plug in. So right where we see y, my y value is 3 equals m, my slope, which is 3 times x, which also happens to be 3, plus b. So we have 3 equals 3 times 3 is 9 plus b. And we need to get b by itself. So we need to move this 9 to the other side. So we're going to subtract 9, subtract 9. 3 minus 9 gives us -6 for b. So our y-intercept for this problem is -6. And so our equation will say y equals m, which is our slope, 3, x, and then b is -6, so -6.